It's just a whole bunch of things involved with the production stage because you have to worry about, gear and audio and formats and frame rates and making sure that you don't have outtakes. I actually, just before I recorded this, I had to take like 15 takes because I couldn't get that first part right. I just want to start off this video by saying that I'm not going to give a super solid method of filming your YouTube video, because starting from here on out, starting from this stage onto post-production and onto uploading and thumbnails and stuff like that, everybody does it differently. Everybody has their own unique way of building a YouTube video, and that's the beauty of it. But before we head into the actual production, let's discuss gear. Now, last year around this time, I had the pleasure of interviewing filmmaker director Michael Chua, and he had this to say about filmmaking.
So for YouTube, I think it has allowed many people to be filmmakers. People are able to express their ideas in very different ways. Story is king. Content is king. Don't worry too much about techniques. Don't worry too much about what camera to use, what format. I mean, you could be shooting on a handphone, you could be shooting on very expensive RAID cameras. So I think those are to me inconsequential. I think what's very important is the story that to me comes from your heart, and what you want to say, what message you want to bring.
Very important piece of advice from him. Story is king, the content is king. When you start, you might be going, oh boy, what camera out there? I have the hundreds of models, what mic to use, what lighting, what makeup do I have to put on, etc. Stop worrying about that. Focus on the content and slowly build your collection of gear, but don't go crazy. A YouTuber I follow has more boom arms than he can count, so even if you're gonna be investing in gear, don't go crazy on it just yet. I started with an iPhone 6s with a frame rate of 25 frames per hour or something like that. That's good enough. You can even use your computer webcam, but the resolution isn't the best. In time, you may want to invest in stuff. I know I started investing in tripods and microphones and lav mics, but for now, stick with what you have. You will thank yourself later. This is for two reasons. Number one, so you don't waste money if YouTube doesn't work out. Maybe a few videos in, you decide that being a content creator is not for you. Number two, so you can put all your focus into creating the video and not being distracted by the fancy stuff. Using an iPhone or just whatever camera you have really will help you, because you can just put all your focus into creating the video and not being distracted by all the gear.